Aries, welcome to the channel today. This will be a general reading for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, Aries, let's see what messages we get for your November ahead. Let's see what we can provide for Aries for November. Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Aries, I hope you're having the best day possible today. Let's get your cards laid out and jump into your reading. Let's see what we get for Aries. What can we tell Aries about their November, please? Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What messages do we have for Aries for November? Aries, bottom of the deck, got the Hermit. It's your general energy for your reading for November. The Hermit is isolation. The Hermit is going deep within and seeking that inner wisdom, that deep inner wisdom. Sometimes the Hermit can represent a mentor or even seeking a mentor potentially. Let's see how this plays out for the remainder of your reading. All right, Aries, what's going on with you? What energy are you currently sitting in? You pulled strength. This is major internal strength. This is conquering the beast within. Really, you're sitting in a position of strength, of internal strength here, internal fortitude. You've developed over time some strength, definitely. Let's see, Aries, what's your challenge for November? For your challenge, you pulled the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the king of wealth in the tarot, the king of resources. He knows how to generate resources, how to create resources, generate abundance through hard work and practical, reasonable efforts, really for the purpose of looking out for those that he cares about. So it's looking like potentially in November, you may have a challenge with generating something really practical, tangible, for the long term, for the long haul here. It could be finances, it could be health related, it could be a relationship, but it looks like there's something you're going to need to look out for in November with regard to your resources, or maybe there'll be a hiccup in generating resources potentially. I mean, we are under Mercury retrograde in November, so that might be a little hiccup for you there. Let's see, what is your underlying motivation? What's really driving you? Is the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is focused on those practical, tangible resources, those things of value. You see, she's looking down at the pentacle here. That's the coin. The Queen of Pentacles is that one, that energy that's always going to make sure all the accounts are balanced and focus on making sure there's enough resources to go around. So this really kind of goes hand in hand with your challenge of the King of Pentacles for November. But it looks like you're on top of it, because what's driving you, what's motivating you is the Queen of Pentacles. She's going to make sure everything is okay regarding money, finances, health, anything to do with the home as well. Whatever this little hiccup is, this challenge with the King of Pentacles, this energy that's driving you for November is really got your back. So I'm feeling that even though there may be a little hiccup, you're going to be fine. Let's see, Aries. what's in your recent past? Recent past, you pulled the Magician. The Magician is the master manifester. If you look at this card, he's got on the table here, he's got a cup, emotions. He's got a wand, which is action and motivation and creativity. He's got a pentacle, which is the practical, tangible resources, money, health, things of the tangible, concrete nature. And he's also got a sword. The sword, which is the mind. The sword is communication and thinking. So he's got all the elements, all the resources that he needs to manifest. But the key to that is taking action. So it looks like in the recent past, you were able to really manifest something significant because you took action. So, and that's the true characteristic of the Magician. So, and having gone through that, that's probably why you're in this current energy of strength. So you're sitting in a strong position. But I think your focus for November is maintaining that position. And I think that's what this King of Pentacles is all about. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm feeling here. So, but you're looking pretty good. You're really looking pretty strong here. Well, of course, you're sitting in the strength energy. Aries, what's on the top of your mind? What are you thinking about? Okay, for that, you pulled the Page of Pentacles. Pentacles, pentacles. You know, when I look at your spread, there's pentacles everywhere. This is looking definitely like November is all about finances and the money, or potentially a job or some kind of resources or help. But I'm really feeling this is a financial, this is all about the financial aspects of your life in November. Now, the Page of Pentacles, Pentacles is about rolling up your sleeves to start a new project. The Page of Pentacles is really motivated and excited about learning something brand new, the start of a new project, planting a seed for the long-term success. So that's really what you're focused on. It looks like, again, you manifested something significant in the past, you know, and you developed strength from whatever you went through to manifest all of that. And you're really, you know, focused on new projects and generating even more resources as a result of that manifestation. And you've got the drive to make sure that happens. And you got some excitement that you're focusing on, that you're thinking about really learning something new, a new project, maybe taking on new responsibilities at work or within the family, within the community, for something that's, you know, planting a seed for the long term. Definitely for the long term. As I look at what's coming towards you in the future, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is pursuing something for the long term. This is a long-term project. This is stability for the long term. This is going after a project. Could be good health, could be a relationship, but I'm telling you, with all these pentacles here on the ground here, this is definitely resource and finance based. Yeah, he's pursuing and crossing the T's and dotting the I's, and, you know, taking his time to make sure everything is secured over the long term. And whatever this new opportunity or new project that's on the top of your mind that you're thinking about, he's going to build the foundation. The Knight of Pentacles is going to build the foundation and take the action towards making sure that that's going to be tangible and available for the long term. Let's see, Aries. What's your likely approach to this Knight of Pentacles energy that's coming towards you? I'm getting that this is actually you. It's not someone who's coming in with this energy, but this is actually your energy. This is the energy that you're stepping into. And your approach to this, your likely approach is the Five of Swords. Now, the Five of Swords is victory at all costs, without any consideration for anything else. The Five of Swords sometimes can be an energy of walking away from a battle that is not your battle for the day, not your battle to win. But I'm really feeling that with your drive and your motivation and being absolutely focused on making sure your resources are intact for the long term, and you've got this Knight of Pentacles energy that you're really going to be stepping into. This is you regardless of the consequences or the circumstances. With the Five of Swords, having that victory and achieving that outcome at all costs, no matter what it takes. So Aries, what's in your external environment? What are your external influences? For that, you pulled the Hangman. The Hangman is surrender. Surrendering, taking some time out, getting a new perspective. Sometimes if you look, let me turn this upside down, he's got a halo around his head. It can be about enlightenment, getting enlightened on something that's going on in your life potentially. But it's really about perspective. So you have the opportunity going forward to develop a new perspective on whatever this is, more than likely on this project or new opportunity that you're learning about. And I think that aspect of learning something new is going to grant you this new perspective so that you can move forward with your long-term plans, long-term plans for tangible outcome, tangible resources, finances, etc. Let's see, Aries. What is your advice from Spirit? Your advice from Spirit is the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles is, my goodness, it's just like nearly every card is the Pentacles here. This is kind of an amazing reading. I've never seen this many Pentacles in a reading before. Anyway, advice from Spirit, Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is really about holding on to and protecting what you value, your resources, your finances, your health. Again, Spirit is saying, keep an eye out for everything that you've achieved that's of value to you, and do what it takes to protect it. However, the caveat to that is protect and hold on to what you value, but don't be miserly about it. Don't be a hoarder, but just protect what you value. So, Aries, what is the potential outcome if you follow your likely approach of this Five of Swords, this victory no matter what, regarding this tangible goal that you're trying to manifest? Your potential outcome in that case is the Ten of Pentacles. So, if you're driven by victory, no matter what the cost, your potential outcome in this case is going to be the Ten of Pentacles. Now, the Ten of Pentacles is abundance. It's the kind of abundance that allows you to leave a legacy for generations to come, for your family, for your dear ones. It's a significant amount of availability of resources for the long term. And you're focused on the long term. with this Nine of Pentacles. Everything's lining up basically for you based on what you're driven by. The Queen of Pentacles and what you're thinking about. The Page of Pentacles, learning something new along for that, planting a seed now for the long term, you know? And your action in the future is going to involve taking the actions necessary towards your long-term goals. And your outcome based on, you know, this victory no matter what is abundance. You know, resources that you can leave for generations to come. This is amazing, Aries. Wow. Let's see. What happens, or what is your potential outcome if you follow Spirit's advice to really look after and protect what you value and what you've achieved with this Four of Pentacles? In that case, your potential outcome is the world. The world is at your feet, Aries. Basically, you would have completed a major chapter in your life and time to start something new. Time to start something new, a new project. You know, planting a new seed for something tangible for your long-term benefit. Aries, November's looking like it's shaping up to work out pretty good for you. Let's get you a couple of additional messages from Spirit, some oracle messages before we wrap up your reading today. Let's see. What additional messages can we provide Aries for November, please? Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What else can we tell them about their November? Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Okay, you pulled Purification. You know, this card typically brings the energy of cleansing, getting rid of the clutter, purifying your all different aspects of your life. But another aspect of this card is, if you look, you see the sunflowers in the field here. They're all being rained on. Water's being provided to them. They're being nurtured and they're flourishing. Another aspect of this card is abundance. And one of the main outcomes for you is abundance. Abundance that's really legacy. Abundance that you can leave for others. So this is really confirmation from Spirit that the abundance is going to be made available to you. Let's see. Let's get an additional message for you. What else can we tell Aries for their November? With all these pentacles around, what other message can we provide for Aries, please? Sun, Moon, and Rising. What else do we have for Aries? What else can we tell them, please? And you pulled peace. So you're going to have peace of mind. You pulled the World card. This is an indication that you've been through quite a bit. You've completed a whole new chapter in your life. You've learned everything that you needed to learn in this cycle, and you're moving on to something new. And that's going to bring you peace and peace of mind. And with the Hangman, you developed a whole new perspective. And so this is really kind of also a timeout card, you know? So that peace and peace of mind is also an aspect that's coming your way in November. I really like this reading for you, Aries. All right. right. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel today, and we'll see you again next month.